sound on talking screen. Hello, everyone. How are you doing, Mama?
I'm doing all right. How are you this evening?
Doing all right? I haven't done anything exciting since yesterday. I feel a little better, but we'll see what happens once we start.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, that's not the right button. This one is. First try. First puzzle we're going to do today is called 15 Cages and Thermometers by Ballot Master. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits in a cage may not repeat and sum to the total given. Digits along the thermometer increase from bulb to tip. If you'd like to give it a go, link is in the chat. Well, all of the cages are 15, it looks like.
Or so. Well, the one there in box 5 that starts with a 1, 14
14
left.
is 6,
It'll
8.
have to be 6 and 8.
And so, make 10. I've got 3, 7 left. And this must be 9 and 6. Can't put a 2 here because of the thermal.
Right.
Alright, now what? Well, all of these cages have thermos in them. What's the
Right.
max the bulb can be? If it was a 6, you have 7 and 8, which is 15. If I had a 5, 6 and 7 is 13. I guess I already know it's maximum 4 because 5 and 6. So every bulb is 1, 3, 4. And then the next one, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say column 6 has a 4 in it, so that there in box 8, the 4 comes out. Yeah.
Uh, and then 7 followed by an 8 is too much, but I could do a 6.
Well, I mean, one way to look at it is if it's 4,
Mhm.
it's going to have to be followed by 5, 6
Yeah,
in that order.
but the maximum that the second in order could be is a 6, because a 7 would have to be followed by an 8. How did I get letters? What did I even do to get letters? I have no idea how I ended up with letters. Anywho, yeah, 7 and 8 is already 15, but so max is 6 here, so that would be 2 through 6, except for the places where 2's already removed. And then the final one can go all the way up to 9.
But it can't ever be 3 in that second position
Right,
because it would have to follow 2, and that's 5, and that would leave 10. So you cannot have 3 in that second position.
right. And you couldn't have, oh, you said the second position.
Right.
2 is gone, 3 is gone. So minimum 5, but 5,
Well,
4,
no.
3 is 12.
If it's 4, it's gonna be 5 and then 6. 6 is in the last position. If it's 3, it has to be followed by 12, which would be 7 or 8, and 2 is followed by 13.
2, 4, 9. 1, 6, 8. 4, 5 pair. 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. 9 takes 2 out. Get a 1, 3 pair.
Hey, the one um that starts in box 1 to the right of the 9. Okay, if it starts with 2,
And a
then it's gonna
13.
have to be 5, 8. If it starts with 3, it's gonna be either 4, 8 or 5, 7, so it cannot be a 6.
7, 8 pair.
The same is gonna follow with the one that's there at the bottom of column 4 that starts with 2, 3, it's gonna be a 7, 8. Oh, no, because it could be 4, 9 for 13.
But the 6 is still gone.
Right. And the other one in box 8 goes from box 8 to box 9. The 6 is gone from the end point to the tip because it has to be preceded by a 9, and the only way to get that would be 4, 5.
Mm.
Column 5 has a 3, 7 pair.
1, 2, 3. So 1 has to be one of those 2. And now this 2, 3. But I can make everything from 13. And then 3 eats 12, which would take 6 out. But everything else would be fine. I guess technically a 3 will be 12, so the 6 is removed and the 9 is removed.
Okay. Between columns 3 and 4, the 15 at the top and the 15 at the bottom.
Hmm.
If the top one is doing the bulb, it has to be 5/8,
Yeah.
which makes the bottom one 3, which has to be followed by 12. It can't be 5, and it has to be 4, which would be 4/8. So 2 in the top doesn't work.
These these four that I have highlighted. They have to be a
Uh-huh.
2-3 pair and a 4-5 pair, which is 5 and 9, which is 14. So I need a remainder of 16 left over in these two.
Which is 7, 9.
8, which will require 5.
Well, and 7
No, 8
requires
require
8. The top red one,
8,
which
which
is
is going to have to be 5. 6 requires 9. 3 requires 12.
box 1, the 8 requires 7, so this 4 goes away.
12, 8. Two,
Oh,
11, 8, 8. That's not right.
yeah. Well, box 9, that 9 requires 6, so that's 1 or
6.
2 with the 4, 5.
1, 6, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 13.
6 and 9 go away. And the 6 goes away in the tip of the one that goes from box 1 to box 4.
Wait, couldn't this be a 4 and a 2?
What?
You said box 1 to 4, which is this one, right?
Right. The
And the
6
9
in the
goes
tip
away?
goes away.
Oh, the 6 goes away. I don't know why I heard 9.
I'm fairly certain I said 6, but I don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure you said 6 too. I just.
Okay.
Yeah, no, apparently brain doesn't work. This is 8, 6, 7, 9.
8
8 is going to
requires
require
7.
7, so that's a 4 and a 3. 5, 7 makes that a 3. 1, 2, 4, 5. And if
The
that
red
makes
one,
6, this can't be 2, 4. Because the 2, 4 will break out. The red one,
13.
13. Can't be a 5 and 8, so 6 and 7. It's 10, 6, 5. It's not the 8 button. 1, 9, 6. This one's 9. 3, 4, 9. 2, 5, 1, 6, 8, 9. 3 and 4. 1, 2, 4, 5, and 7, 6. There we go.
Much better than last night's timing was going.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was miserable last night.
And we were still staring at it last night at that point.
Although to be fair, it was a different puzzle entirely.
Well, this is true, but
couldn't find it on Logic Masters Germany by either the name or the author. So, next puzzle is going to be Critical Hit by Black Dude. Link in the chat if I can give it a go. Critical Hit by Black Dude. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Hit points. Clues outside the grid give the sum of all cells that contain a digit equal to the distance of that cell from that clue in the row or column. What? Hit points. Clues outside the grid give the sum of all cells that contain a digit equal to the distance of that cell from that clue in the row or column. For example, a 3 in row 3, column 2 would count towards the 15 clue in column 2, and any other number would not. And German whispers, adjacent digits on the green lines must differ by at least 5. Chip Sounder says, hey Chip Sounder, how are you doing today? Okay, so row 3, column 2, if this was a 3, would count towards this 15. That makes sense now. It's still kind of goofy, but I think we'll get it figured out. What are we supposed to do? Chip says they're chilling at work. Good to hear. At least I have preferred to be able to relax at work rather than having to go all the time. Not my favorite. I don't even know where to start here. Because the German Whisperer clues are all too short for it to really feel like it matters.
right. And there's not even enough for 5s to really count.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like this column has enough going towards it, but I'm not sure how to really think about it because we've got these two.
Okay, we know the 15 can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
So it's going to have to be fewer than 4, or 4 or fewer digits.
Yeah.
But it could be like 7, 8, or 6, 9.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, it couldn't be 7, 8 because it would put 7 and 8 consecutive on a green.
Yeah. So it could be 6 and 9. If it was 3 cells, you've got 159, 249, 168, 258, 348, and you've got 267, 357, and 456.
Anything with a 5 doesn't work because the 5.
Yeah. I'm trying to just list everything out first.
Right.
So 6 would need 9, and can't do 1, 2, 6. You do 1 through 5. You do 3, 4, 6. And then 5 would need 10, but 4, 3, and 2 is only 9. Okay, so our options for this particular column cannot be a 7, 8 pair. And anything with a 9 in it, or excuse me, a 5 in it. We cannot use a 4 either for column 2,
Right.
because that would
The
place the
4
4
would be
here with a
right.
pair of 9s. Oh, we couldn't do 1, 2, 3, 9 because I have 2 German whispers that are going to have to cover 2 low
Right.
digits.
Right.
So that one's out for column 2.
Two six. Well, no, yeah, it could. I was gonna say 267 couldn't work because the 7 has to be bounded by 1 and 2, but that just means the 1 is
We are going to be required to use a 6 because all
yeah.
3 possibilities still have a 6 in them. Interesting. Interesting.
Uh, what about column 8? Okay, row 5.
Let's do column 8 because that's the one you said first. We can't use a 5.
Anything with 4 or 5 would not work.
Okay.
There's
And
still a 5 one there. 258.
yep. And 1, 2, 3, 9's not going to work because that will leave a 4 on
Right.
the German
German
Whisper,
whisper.
which would pair with the 9, but also end up with 2 9s in the same box. Now, there's no reason I can't use 7, 8. Oh, but I can't use 6 at all because I already
Right.
have a 6 in another row. So I have to use 7, 8. So that one's done. And now this one over here needs 7. And it can't be the 7, so I have to make the
Right.
7 in 2 or 3. So that's interesting. Okay, well, row 5 would not be 7, 8. And I can't use an 8 at all in row 5. I could not use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could not use 1, 2, 3, and 9.
Right.
Okay. Well, actually, let's take a look at column 5 first. Because I can't use anything with a 6. a 7 or an 8. And column 2, 7 and 8 just got removed. So that's actually going to place my 9 in column 2.
So column 5 can no longer use a 9.
And that's all of these. And somehow this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now row 5 has to use a 5.
But it can't be 3, 5, 7. Because of the 7 in column 8.
Right. Can't use... Wait, no. The 7 in column 8 is not going to impact it because the 7 would end up going here.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I was over 1.
Row 2. And row 8. Now row 8 has to use an 8.
But it can't be 7, 8.
Right. And it can't use a 5 because of
Right.
column 5. Now, row 2 cannot use a 5.
Cannot use a 2.
Right. And it cannot use an 8.
Oh, pull up the rows again. Row 8 has to have a 1 or a 3. So, in row 2, it can't use both 1 and 3.
That's not row 2, but that's row 5. But row 2 can't use both 1 and 3, so that must be in 6 and 9.
And now rows 5 and 8, we can't use 6 or 9. Yeah. And row 5 has to use 7, and yeah.
Row 5 has to use 7. Oh.
Or can be placed in box 2. Huh?
315s is 45.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was relevant, but it does indicate that we had to use all of the digits to make all of the
Right.
values work. So I had to use a 9 and a 6, 7 and 8, 1 through
And
5.
1 through 5.
And then I've got 9, 6, 5, 7, 8, 4. And now I'm just looking for 1, 2, and 3. 2, 3 here. And in row 5, this 7 places a 1, 2 next to it. So I can't use both 1 and 2 in row 5. So it has to be a 3 and a 1, 2 pair.
And the 2 on that German Whisper in box 7 can't be followed by 7 or 9, so it has to be an 8. And the German Whisper in box 4
German Whisper in box 4.
has to have a 7 in the vertical. Because there's only one high digit left, which is a 7.
This one decides which way that goes.
And all the 15s are done, right?
Yeah. So I've got a 9, an 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Yeah.
3, 2, and a 1. And then I've got a 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Row 4 has a 1, 3 pair, so it's 5, 6, and 8 left.
Six, 7, 9 places an 8. Now that turn 5.
Because he pressed the 8 instead of the 5 instead of the 8.
Yeah. Six, 7, 2, 8, 5 is gone. 4, 8, 9, and I think 6.
2 can be placed in box 5.
Uh, 4, 6 pair places 5 and 7. Oh, that's a 6. 4, 5, 6, 9, 8, 4. 5, 6, 9.
Six and 7. 8.
3, 4,
1.
1. Good. Right. 29814. And also these two on 7. That one's 6.
So it's 7.
Yeah, sorry.
3, 5, 6. So let us do
6.
row 7.
1, 5,
1,
and
5, and
4.
4.
5 and
9.
5 variables is 1. 1, 5, 5, 3, 6, 5, 5, 3, 2,
2
and
and
6.
6.
E, first try. Goes 7. I feel like that difficulty has to immediately go to hard. We solved it pretty quickly. And I think it pretty obviously has to use like notes and stuff.
Right.
But to actually think about what um, that means.
Yeah, the columns and the rows have to each contain the digits 1 through 9 once.
Yeah.
For the 315.
Mm.
Which, if we had realized that first, it would have been very quickly that column 5 was the 1 through 5 because the other two have on the column. Can't use a 5.
Is it automatically we need to use 1 through 5 there?
Well, no,
Because
I suppose not. It would have to use a 5, though.
yeah,
Yeah, because I guess it didn't necessarily have to be.
Chip Sounder says tight fit by the bar. Not sure I
Maybe that's his new
understand.
puzzle.
Maybe is that what you're referring to, Chip? Outside of that, I think I'm gonna go hard difficulty and very nice.
I don't think it was hard. But if you think
Um,
it is, then
I definitely think the complexity is up there. Oh, it is. Right. Hmm, there's my ability. There we go. And then looks like Chip Sounder is suggesting tight fit 4. So I'm going to search puzzles, advanced search, and click on tight. That is not how anything is spelled. one. And then we'll tackle this puzzle. And if you'd like to give it a go, link is in the chat. Fix that later. Alright. Oh. Tight Fit 4 by the bar. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 through 9 in each row, column, and box without repetition. Excuse me. Killer. Digits in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. Crop key pairs. Digits separated by a black dot must be in a 2-to-1 ratio, and digits separated by a white dot must be consecutive. Region sum line. Box borders split blue lines into sections, and the digits on those sections must sum to the same value. Different lines may have different values. Alright. Well, 15s are 679. Guess this one's in a 10, so that can't end up being a 5. 12, and it can't go as high as 6, so 5, 4, 3 is already 12, so that's a 1, 2 pair here.
In column 9, 10, 12, and 15 is 35, so the two empty digits are summed to 10. And there again,
Wait,
6,
what?
7, 8, 9, the 12, huh?
That would be 37.
What?
You said
Oh, I
this
can't.
was 35.
Apparently I can't add. Sorry.
But
Only some
37 would leave 7 left over, right? Or no, 8.
Oh, good. You can't add either.
Yeah. No, addition is
But
impossible.
okay.
5, 7, 8, 9 for these two 12s. Okay, if we look at... Oh, never mind, that's not divisible by 3. That, 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 all the same. But then we get this one, that. Purple and orange all sound sum to the same thing. I feel like there's too many things to put on the black crappy dots here.
Well, in box 7, the
Box 7.
outside the outside. So the most orange or purple can be is 9.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's going to put a 9 on...
And 12 and 9 is 21.
Doesn't that force 7, 8, and 9 in box?
Well, yeah, because
12?
12 and 9 is 21. That makes 7, 8, and 9 is 24 is left over. And
that's
8
1, 2,
has
and
to be on the
6.
crop key. On the inner circle.
Yeah. Chip Sounder says all 4 quadruples in the corners need a 9 as 5, 6, 7, 8 adds to 26.
Right.
In that case, that's 3 and 9. 9 here is going to take 7 off, which is part of the 8, and the 7 here.
That's a 4 or 5, yeah.
Which makes this 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 is removed because of the 3, 9. So 5 is required as the only remaining odd digit. 10 cage in box 3 cannot be 4, 6. I guess why not? If it was 4, 6, what would be left over here? 4 and 6 would be gone. 6 would make this. Oh, you have to have a 6 down here, which is a little easier to see. Yeah. Oh, well, if that's a 4, 5, then this is 4 and 5, because I need to make that sum to 9, which forces that to be a 6, which compares 5 and a 4. 5 and 4.
In column 9, the 12 cage.
12 gauge in column 9.
It has to have 2 digits from 1 through 4, and one of them has to be 4. And so it's going to have to be 3, 4. Well, I guess it could be 4, 5. Anyway, that 12 is going to have to be 3, 4, 5. Well, 2, 6
3,
would
5
work.
or 2. Oh, because you can't use a 6.
Because the white crop key dot. And 4 has to be on the crop key dot.
7, 8. 9. Just gonna make that 9 and 1, 8, 7, a 2, 1, a 7, and 8, a 3, and a 9, 6, 4, 5.
Column or the purple in column 8 is 1, 2 on the crop key and 6.
7, not 2s. Yeah. 6. Well, I need 4 and 5, and they're going to have to end up on here. So that's 5 and a 4, and I don't see 3. I could still do 4, 5 this way, except for the fact that that's a 5 there. So that's a 5 and a 4. I bet this is 1, 2, and 6.
1, 2 on the crop key.
I guess I should probably, before I immediately jump to it being 1, 2, and 6.
Right,
Is
but
there
1,
any reason
2.
it isn't?
Oh, well, I guess it could be something else.
7, 8, 9 are auto removed. 4 and 5 is gone. Yeah. So That's a 6 with a 1-2 pair, a 9 and a 3, a 9 and a 6. 2, 4, and 5, which makes this 1 and 3. 1-2 pair going like so. This one's not a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. 6. Excuse me. The top isn't a 6, so the bottom isn't a 3. Neither can be a 1 because of the 1, 2 here. These are even, or the bottom one's even, so these are on. And I cannot use a 1 on either of these, because that would pair with a 2 and break the one on the right. I can't use a 1 here as well. So where can I use a 1?
Can't put it on any of the crop keys.
Or there. So it's one of these two. So that's 2. Those aren't. Chip says row 7, column 6, cannot be 7 or 9, and the reason is set theory. Yeah, I guess I'll get there later, maybe? If this was a 4, well, it can't be a 2, because it would have to have 1 and 2 as neighbors, or 1 and 3 as neighbors. If this was 4, it would have to have 3 and 5 as neighbors, which would break this over here. So that's going to take that out. 6 would have to have 5 and 7 as neighbors, and 8 would have 7 and 9. Either way, I'm going to have a 7, which is going to take the 7s out of these two.
8-9 pair takes out the 8s and the 9s.
6 places 6, 1 and 6, 2, 1, a 2 there, but a 6 is going to force that to be a 3, 5, 4, not 4s, not 5s. 3 has to pair with 2 or 4. It can't be a 4, so that's a 2, that's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 1, that's a 2. That is that, not a 3 here or here.
4, 8 on the black crop key.
And
9.
I have
9.
7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, not 9s.
7, 8 pair, column 6.
5 and 7, 3, 5, 4 and 3, not a 7, not a 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and 5, not a 7, 8, 4. That's not an 8. That one has to be, because one of those two has to be an 8. And we're done. Chip
it still
says...
couldn't be 7 or 9.
Yeah. Chip says, no, I'm wrong, sorry. My eyes went crossed then. I'm not sure what it was, but yeah. But we got there in 12-12, so that was a pretty good puzzle. Got a difficulty of very easy. 6.
But it was a fun puzzle.
I think I would go with regular easy on this one. The spot here, excuse me, and maybe this is just our solve path, but the spot here of it being maximum 4, 5, forcing the 7, 8, 9 to go in here. And paired with the 12 to make this 9. is I don't know how easy that in particular is. However, there's a lot of stuff that just sort of falls into place after that, and then it's just a matter of picking through what's left over. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna stick with regular easy on that one. Yeah, Chip says set theory was available to use twice. I mean, you've got the Vistamifel ring as a guarantee thing for set theory. But I'm not sure what the other thing is. I mean, I guess you've got the other version of the Vistamifel ring, which looks like this, and it is these ones. Think of the 12 cages in the four corners. That's how you solved it.
Yeah, well, that makes sense because all four corners have the 24 or the 24 plus whatever. Plus 6 in box 7 for the 30 plus. Yeah.
It was maximum minimum forced. I'm not seeing it right away, but I don't know. I guess it I don't know. I'm not sure what I am aiming for. But yeah, I don't. Chip says try and make the middle region sum at 23. It breaks the second set. Well, we're doing those.
23 and 12.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It's 25, so that would have to be 10, so the 9 is
yeah.
max.
I mean,
Which we kind of did the same way. The 4, 5 was the max, and 12 and 9 is 21, which forces 24.
Yeah.
So.
Although with this one, I knew that this one had to be 7, 8, 9 because I mean, just with the fact that this had to be 9 because we already had 3, 4, 5 here.
Right.
It couldn't be because of the 6, 7, 8, 9. So that didn't have 7, 8, 9. If this is maximum 9, you can't use a 7, 8, 9 in a 3 set. So that forces that there, which forces those around. So, yeah, and that's just immediate from the 215s in box 7. So I don't know if I'm not following the set logic that you're talking about, Chip. But I'm not saying it's wrong.
Well, because with the 7, 8, 9s that have to be in each of the 4 corners,
Uh-huh.
which is 24. Like the 15 and 12 is 27. So there has to be a 3, and it can't go in the 15. That makes 3, 9. And 8, 7 for the 15. 9, 6 in box 7 forces the 8, 7.
Yeah.
15 and, forces the 1. So it's got to be 1, 9, which forces the. So, yeah.
Yeah. The Fistmethel ring would probably have helped once we got the 7, 8, 9. Although we were pretty far along by then. I don't know. Going to leave it at that. Grab this part here. I do appreciate you sending us towards this puzzle, though. This was a pretty good puzzle. All right. Next puzzle we're going to tackle is going to be La Primavera by Cothornos. Hopefully I'm close enough on that one. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Along the indicated diagonal, digits do not repeat. Black dots indicate that cells are in a 2-to-1 ratio. Numbers outside the grid indicate the sum of the cells in the direction of the arrow. In cages, the number in the top left denotes the sum of the cells in that cage. Digits cannot repeat in cages. A given cage can only contain prime numbers, or it can only contain non-prime numbers. For instance, a single cage can contain 2, 3, and 7, since they are all prime, but it cannot contain 1, 2, 3, and 7, since 1 is not prime, and 2, 3, and 7 are. Alright. And link in the chat. If you'd like to give this puzzle a go. Where do we go from here?
Well, the 14 cage in the 2-cell 14 cage in box 4 has to be 6, 8 because 5 and 9 is the other one, and 5 is prime and 9 is not.
Correct.
It has to contain all prime or all non-prime.
14. 149 is possible. 158 is not. 167 is not. 239 is not. 248. 2, 5, and 7 is a possibility. 3, 4, 7 is not, and neither is 3, 5, 6.
1 is not prime.
Neither is 4 or 9. So it has to be either all or none.
Oh, right. Either all or none. Box 1, 14 and 27 is 31, so it's 14 left over. Right?
You said 14 and 27 or 14 and 17? I think you got the right sum. So what was did you say the remainder was?
14.
14. 5, 6, 8,
9. I might have said 27. I don't know.
Yeah.
14 and 17 is 31.
This is the same set. 17. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, and 7. 2, 4. So it's got to be 2, 3, 5, and 7.
2, 3, 5.
And so 5, 9. And then this must be 149. So this one must be 257. 24. 1, 6, 8, 9 are all composite. 2, 5, 8. 2, 6, 3, 4, 3, 5, 7, 9. 3 and 6, 4 and 5, 4 and 5. This must be 1, 6, 8, 9. 14. 17 is going to have to be 2, 3, 5, 7 for the same reason we found it to be that way before. 11, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1, 4, 6, 2, 3, 6, and 2, 4, 7, 1, 4, 6. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 6, 8. 1, 6, 8, 9, 2, 5, and 7. This is 3 or 4. But it has to be a 3 because where else did 3 go in the column? Nowhere because it would block something.
17 cage. So 3 goes along the bottom of box 8.
Two, 4, 5, and 7.
All right, box 4, 1, 3, 4, 9 is left. And the
These
4s, yeah, the 4 has to be one of those two.
so it can't be here. And also the 4's lining up there.
Right, because of the X-wings. Row 7, the 4 has to be in box 7.
2, 3, 5, 7. The 4 has to be here. 6, 8 pair. One, 6, 8, 9. 7. This
Box 3, the 4
takes
comes
4 out.
off.
I'm not sure if we can look at this 40 yet or not, or this 29. How did I get letters again? I've got to figure out what keyboard shortcut I'm pressing to get letters. It's not caps lock, it's not those. I have no idea. It's not bad. Can't think of a reason why this couldn't be 149 like this one is. We just do 149 there. That would be 1, that would be 6.
All right. If it's 149, that's 614. So that one would be 257. Okay, those two cannot have to be different.
They can't both be 149, but they could both be 257.
Well, yeah, there is that.
If either of them, we know one of them's 257. So this cannot be 25 or 7, or can it be a 4? Because if this one's 257, and these two are 257, and so
Right.
is this one, the same here. So the 3 is going to be removed as well. And then that's going to be
all of
1689.
1689.
So 2, 3, 5, and 7 as the remainders. This can still be 4, 8. So if this was 5 or 7, this being 2 and 3 in here is not going to impact this. Or at least make it possible. If this was 149, then 1 and 4 would be removed from here. This was 2, 5, and 7. We would line up this 2, 5, and 7. And make that 3. Or excuse me, make this 3. But 1, 4, 9, line up with this one, 9, and make this 3. So 3 has to be one of these two, so that can't be a 3, which we already knew because this couldn't be a 6. But one of these two is 3. If this ends up being 6, then these are both 2, 5, 7. And then I get 3, 3, 3. What am I left with? If this was 149, then we'd get 149 here. Six, eight, six. These two have to be the same because it's one of those two. I'm struggling to figure out where to look
Right,
next.
if the 14 cage in box 6 is 149, then you have X-wings with 1 and 4 and 9 between boxes 4 and 6, so 149 would have to go along the bottom. And you can't do that.
Ah. So the 4's here, the 1 and the 9's here, 149. This can't be 149. Just to recap what he said. So that's 257, which is going to make that a 3 because it's 257 there. 57, make that a 3.
Can't see any way of doing the same thing with
This one.
the other 14. Yeah, it doesn't. Because that would be a 1, and the other would be 4, 9.
No, this could be a 2 and a 1. With 2, any of them here. Is this diagonal? Not really. 2, 5, and 7. 3 is gone. This can't be 2, 5, or 7. This can't be 6 or 8.
Well, that would have to be the last of the. Oh no, because there's another thing that could be a 2. Never
This
mind.
one could be.
Three has to go along the bottom. And it can't be 6 or 8. In row 6, they're in box 6. Because there's a 6-8 pair.
If this was 149 and you get 149 here, make that 6 or 8. That's a 6, 8, 6. 6. I don't think that's going to cause problems. Maybe 257. Huh. So these 148, so 257, 3. So this is 2 or 3. 2 compared with 1 and 4, 3 compared with 6. If I could remove the 4, then I'd have all 4 of those. And it would be the last of 257 and 4.
Okay. Look at boxes 2 and 7. Sorry, 2 and 8. If 14 cages 257. Well, no, because the 2 could go over there. But 5, 7, look where the 5 sevens are. They would form an X-wing. 5s and 7s. You would have to have both 5 and 7 in column 4 in box 5. Look where 5 and 7 can go in box
Right.
8.
Because 5 and 7, you're saying, has to be here. And if we
Right,
put
because
5
look at
and
the rest
7
of it.
here, those
Then
can't
5
be
and
5 and 7.
right, so that can't be 257. Which makes, yeah, that 11 cage, and that's yeah.
9.
That was a hard spot.
Yeah. I wonder if there was an easier way of going about it. But I don't know.
Box 1, the 6/8's resolved.
6, 3.
The 1-9, yeah. The 1-9 in column 9. Where can 8 go in row 2?
1, 6, 9 triples. I'll make this 4. 3, 5, and 7, I believe. 3, 5, 7, and I don't see a 2.
Column 9's left with 2, 5, or 7.
First try. 5, 7, and 3. 2, 5, 7, 3, 1, 4, 9. Two, 4, 3, 6, 8. This is either 1, 2, or 4, 8. One, 9, 6, or 8, 6, and 1, 9. That's 13. I need 16 left over, which would be a 7, and 9 would have to be 4, 5. 5,
And 11 would be 4, 7.
and 2, and 14.
5 and
5,
9.
9. So if this was a 3, yeah, 3, to get 16, these would have to be 13.
Which
would be,
doesn't work.
yeah, so not a 3. 5, 7 pair makes that a 3. A 1 would be 15, which I don't see working. And a 2 was 14, which was 5 and 9. 5 was 11, 4 and 7. Okay, and that's all of the digits. 10 under.
Row 1, the 3 is placed.
Say again.
Row 1, the 3 can be placed.
2, 5, 7, and then 2, 5, 7. That's that 3 as well, and that's all our 3s.
Uh,
These two are different and both see this one. So this is a 2. Chip Sounder says row 5, column 8 cannot be a 2. LK won't add up. So we need this to be 29. If this was a 2, I need 14 left, which is a 5 and a 9. Right? Because this is 13. 2 would make 15. I need 14 more. 5 and 9 is 14. Unless I'm missing something. Yeah. I mean, it's the 16 that are remaining. And if you forget to take the 2 out, although you still have 7 and 9 as a possibility for 16. Yeah, 15. Off by 1 errors are the worst. 5-7 pair takes out 5 and 7. If this was 4-8.
box 5, 5-7 pair.
4.
2-4 pair.
If this was 4-8 now, I would have 1, 9, and a 4-8 pair would break this one. So this has to be 1 and 2. 1, 7 makes 8, and 9, 1, 6 and 9, a 1 and a 4, 6 and 8, 9 and 1, 8, 6.
Column 5 has a 5-7 pair.
Makes that 2. We also should have gotten the 5-7 there, although there might have been more
Box
stuff
1
happening.
has, yeah.
The 9 here means that these two have to be 7, which is going to be a 5 and a 2. Yes, gives me my 20.
The 40 diagonal needs a 7.
Right, there we go. And I looked on Logic Master Germany for this puzzle earlier, could not find it. But this will go over here. And paste. And that is going to be it for today. I don't want to go.
Not gonna try one more.
Yeah, I don't want to go overtime.
Okay. They've been going so well, don't want to press your luck.
Yeah. And I can feel my brain getting a little sleepy, so. So yeah, alright. That is going to be it for today. Bring this back over here. I'm just going to go to the thank you for watching the screen. Good night, Chip Sounder. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fancy YouTube engagement stuff. If you want to see more content on the channel, make sure to ring the notification bell so you can get notified when I go live. That is usually Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern for Sudoku and Saturdays at 7 a.m. for cooperative games. Currently playing Dying Light. I will not be going live this Saturday, but that is still the usual time. But yeah, with that, I am going to sign off. So have a great day, and I will see you next time.